G'day campers and welcome back to my channel. If you're dreaming of an unforgettable beach camping experience, you've come to the right place. Today we are heading to one of Queensland's hidden gems, Kinkuna Beach, nestled perfectly between Bundaberg and Woodgate. This is not just any beach, it's an untouched paradise where you can truly unwind and connect with nature. Stay tuned for everything you need to know when visiting, including how to book, what the roads are like on the way in, the tides, and a camping site tour. Securing a camping spot at Kinkuna Beach is a straightforward process that requires you to log into the Queensland National Park website. The great news is, for all beachgoers, there is no beach driving permit necessary for this site, but the car must be registered and the driver is licensed. However, you will need to purchase a camping permit, which currently costs about $7.25 per adult. This affordable fee ensures that you can enjoy all the natural beauty that Kinkuna Beach has to offer, while supporting the maintenance and conservation of this pristine location for future campers. Know that the southern route in was closed off for our visit, so we took the northern route in. As a result, accessing the beach from Woodgate can take a bit longer as you need to drive around the closure. This takes about 1 hour instead of the 30 minutes. As for the northern route to Kinkuna Beach, we started from Goodwood Road out of Bundy, heading south. Next, turn into Coonar Road and drive for about another 7.8 kilometres. Finally, make a right turn here into Palm Beach Road. About 500 metres, there'll be a turn in the road up ahead, and this is where you'll start driving on the dirt roads. But we chose to pull over a little earlier to air down our tyres. Otherwise, there is another stopping point within a kilometre up this dirt road where you can also read up on the Burrum Coast National Park and the Kinkuna camping area. We tend to range our tyre pressure between 18 to 20 psi for soft sand and didn't seem to have any issues on this trip. Back on the road driving in, know that this area is compacted dirt and easy to drive on, but do expect to see a few trucks driving up and down it too. However, these will ease off when you finally turn into the four-wheel drive track. Eventually, you'll come to a right-hand turn and a signpost leading into the Kinkuna camping area. This is a very definite four-wheel drive track, and you could tell there'd been plenty of rain beforehand. The track is still a bit compacted here, but you'll go through lots of potholes, and depending on the rain, there'll be quite a bit of water to drive through. Eventually, the sand gets a bit softer, and you'll be travelling along a lot slower. After about 5 kilometres, you'll come to a fork in the road to the camping sites and the beach access. We chose the beach access, which took us to the day use area and the start of the camping sites. But if we kept on going the other way, it leads to the 2 other entry points into the camping site. So either way, you'll get to where you want to go. The camping sites at Kinkuna Beach operate on a first come, first served basis. I'll show you most of our footage we took of the sites while providing you more information. But it's very hard to say which one is better than another, and in busy times, you might find it very hard to get back to the same site every time. There are no zones, and especially no site allocations. You can even book a big group. A total of 120 people can book here each night, so you'll just drive along until you find an available spot. Although, if you have more than 10 people, I'm not sure how you'll go finding a site altogether during busy times. Checking in is around 2 p.m, but you'll find you can get in slightly earlier than that, especially out of busy seasons. However, checkout is around 10 or 11. For us, the joys of booking during the week and out of school holidays, as you can see, there are plenty of free sites here, and we definitely had too many choices. There are plenty of trees around and all situated higher on the dunes so you don't get affected by the high tides. Some are more sandier than others, and some with more grass or beach vegetation. Apart from that, there were heaps of beach access points. And if you're planning to go back and forth on the beach, know that I found some entry points slightly easier than others. This means with less elevation or a metre or two shorter in distance. Luckily, we only booked a couple of days out and there were only 7 other people booked this night. This means that there was ample space to set up your ideal campsite without feeling overcrowded. Taking a caravan to Kinkuna Beach is an adventure, but it's important to prepare properly and understand the conditions. While the initial part of the road is compacted dirt and relatively easy to navigate, the final stretch leading into the beach is where you're going to have the most trouble. For those with off-road or semi-off-road caravans, it is feasible to make the journey with caution, and funny enough that we saw one caravan here that had actually done it. However, due to the softer sand and terrain challenges near the beach, it's essential to ensure that your towing vehicle is well equipped and capable of handling these conditions. Additionally, airing down your tyres can significantly assist in maintaining traction. We made it almost down to the southern end, but thought we'd seen enough to show the camping sites in this video for you. So enough time had passed from high tide and we jumped on the beach. Driving on the beach of Kinkuna is an experience that offers both scenic beauty and the opportunity for some adventurous off-roading. However, there are a few tips and guidelines to ensure your journey is as smooth as possible. First and foremost, it's crucial to air down your tyres, which should have been done already. That'll give you the better traction on the softer sand to get on and off the beach. Remember to engage your four-wheel drive system before hitting the sandy stretches and avoid getting bogged down. Second, you shouldn't drive on the beach at peak of high tide. Most of the footage here was taken between 2 to 3 hours after a 2.3 metre high tide, and as you can see, there was plenty of room. To be honest, I think we could have ventured out there about an hour after. But gauge it based on your time and the heights of your visit. Or just avoid the beach when it's coming into high tide. Additionally, avoiding driving too close to the dunes, as this is where the sand is the softest and the most difficult to navigate. Be mindful of other beachgoers and wildlife, and maintaining a safe speed to prevent accidents. There is more than 10 kilometres of Kinkuna Beach that you can drive up and down from around Kuna to the entry point of Cannonball Creek. This offers lots of activities to make your camping trip memorable, whether you're an adrenaline junkie or someone seeking tranquility. The clear waters and pristine sands make it a perfect spot for swimming and beach combing. This trip was in the middle of winter, so swimming wasn't really on the cards for us this time, but we have been several times to the Woodgate area. Mind you, we did see a couple of people out there. The abundant marine life also makes it an excellent location for fishing. You can try your luck at catching brim and flathead. And for those who love exploring on foot, you can walk in and out of the dunes or along the beach. I especially love the morning walks, and I can tell you there wasn't another soul in sight when we did it. But I must stress the importance of watching out for the cars and don't walk on the driving tracks. You just never know when another vehicle will come past. Bird watching is another popular activity here, with the Burrum Coast National Park being a home to a variety of bird species. We saw some sea eagles, willy wagtails and some sparrows, probably a couple more that I didn't know offhand. If the southern route of Kinkuna is open, then Woodgate is a great spot to head in for the day or pick up supplies. There's a friendly grocer's supermarket for things that you may have forgotten, and a bakery for fresh treats. You could also stop in at the local bowls club for a few drinks or lunch. The only fuel station is located at the Woodgate Caravan Park just outside of reception. This is also a convenient place to stay that's straight across from Woodgate Beach and offers a less off-grid option like Kinkuna. They even have a local coffee cart who visits when you need that local brew coffee fix. Alternatively, Bundaberg is always there for any supplies, and probably closer if the southern Kinkuna track is still closed. Setting up our campsite was pretty easy, and we just found a spot with quick access to the beach and a clear view in the morning for sunrise. We opted for a simple swag off the side of the Pajero, which provided us with both comfort, warmth, and a connection to the great outdoors. The inbuilt awning offered much needed shade and a protection from the elements, creating a cozy outdoor living space. We also brought a couple of chairs to relax around the fire. All in all, it takes us about 20 to 30 minutes for us to set up the site. No, this is off-grid camping, and you must bring everything you need with you. This includes food, drinking water, even water for the showers, washing plates, cutlery, or cooking equipment. The most important thing is that you need your own portable toilet. This is a national park campground and there are no facilities nearby, except for maybe Woodgate or Bundaberg, which is more than a half an hour away. The toilet must be chemical-based to park cavity, with a sealed waste holding tank suitable for emptying in a portable toilet waste disposal facility. This means bag and open bucket style toilets are not permitted. Ultimately, whatever you bring in, you must take back out again. This ensures preserving the natural beauty of the area for future visitors. Yes, you can have a fire, but you will need to check the Queensland Parks website for the latest information and ensure there's no fire ban in place. For us in winter, we didn't have any issues, but summertime is more prone to dry and humid weather, and you might need to check the Queensland Parks website for restrictions. There is a preference to use a fire pit, so we brought ours along too. This not only helps protect the environment, but makes it easier to manage your campfire safely. You also must bring in your own milled firewood. So please don't bring an axe and chop down any trees in the National Park Zone, and there are fines if you're caught doing so. There is some internet data service available at Kinkuna Beach, but no Wi-Fi. Camping is always a good time to tune out and enjoy nature, but it's reassuring to know that you can stay connected if needed. I must admit there were a couple of blank spots and at times when my phone was a bit slow. But overall, with Woodgate and Bundaberg being relatively close, we didn't have any major issues with service. Apart from that, the car's fridge ensured we had fresh food and cold drinks on hand, while our charging capabilities kept our tunes and phones going. In the evening, we gathered around the campfire to stay warm and soak in a breathtaking sunset while sipping down a few drinks. Followed by a starlit sky, which is perfect for stargazing, due to it being a low light pollution area. Night falls and eventually we went to bed. Normally the sounds of the crashing waves put me to sleep, but I did find that the high tide in the middle of the night was pretty loud. So if you are a light sleeper, you might want to bring earplugs or something with you. As for the morning, the good news is that all the sites are facing towards the east, and obviously the sun rising up over the water. This means nobody will miss out. I find the quiet early morning walks is what makes beachside camping fun, so make sure you get some of that in before checking out. But it's even better when you have all the beach to yourself. We are going to check out another couple of beach camping spots in the next few months, but if you want to see the other camping sites we've been to in southeast Queensland, then please check out the playlist here. Otherwise, thanks a bunch for watching, and I will see you for the next one.